Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. In the last episode, we finally crossed the final major hurdle of our main story in our Pokemon adventure in the lands of time and space, known best as the Grand and Vast Sinnoh region, with the Elite Four, as well as Cynthia, the champion of Sinnoh, now officially crossed off of our list of priority targets. We now begin the start of our post-game adventures, since, like I said in the last one, there's quite a lot I still want to do within our adventure, and although our main journey is quite over, we still have some stories left to truly tell. So, with that being said, first things first is to go and meet with Barry in Snow Point City and prepare for our next grand journey of a lifetime, since apparently he wants us to meet him in Snow Point, and honestly, we were told that for a reason, and since our mom did tell us that he wants to see us, let's go see how he's doing. So, let's fly on off, and off to Snow Point City we go, with, all the riches that we finally got for beating the Elite Four as well, since I finally stocked on items that we were kind of lacking for a long time in our story, so it's definitely nice to have a little bit more than what we had originally. So now we have Pokeballs and Ultra Balls and Shadow, or just in general, Dark Dust Ball, I think? Yeah, Dust Ball. So yeah, we have a couple things that we could definitely use for post-game stuff, so definitely pretty happy about that. But he said to meet him at the boats over here. So I don't see him, but let's see what's going on. What is it? Do you want to sail to the battle zone? Sure. Aye then. Then, let's set sail. Okay, battle zone, here we come. Since, based on our deductions, the top right of the map has still been yet to be discovered. So, it's kind of obvious where we're definitely going next. So, here we are. Oh, and Barry's waiting for us, as well as a fresh new face. It kind of reminds me of Flint's.
Oh, hey, Spooks. What took you so long? I'm finding you 100 Poké.
Okay. 100 million is definitely quite a lot, but I don't have that anymore. I kind of spent all of it.
Listen up. I'm going to become the greatest trainer ever. That's why I'm here to toughen up myself and my Pokemon.
Interesting. As well as a fresh new face to see. Hello. You really do look like Flint's. Huh. I don't know if he is, a member of Flint's family, but he does remind me of Flint, though. But,
Oh, sorry, I couldn't help overhearing that. Oh, but the greatest trainer ever, that's going to be really tough, because you're talking about me, of course. To prove it, I'm going to the volcano right now.
The volcano? So, that would be Stark Mountain, because we saw obviously you can read the descriptions of places early, and we looked at the map in the last one at the very end. So that's definitely Stark Mountain that he's heading off to. But why there specifically? That's kind of interesting. I don't think that would really prove anything, but sure, you can go into a volcano. That's very smart.
Oh, you look puzzled. You really don't know anything, do you? Alright, I'll tell you. This is the battle zone, okay? Has its far end, is a volcano, and deep inside that volcano, there's supposed to be a treasure.
Treasure, you say? Okay. Well, I did say I wanted to go to Stark Mountain in the last one, so that is definitely one thing I do want to cross off of our list of things to do, because there's definitely quite a bit I still want to do. Elite Four, I want to do the rematch for that, because obviously that's definitely going to be a thing on its own. The gym leader rematches, because we can fight every single gym leader at their full strength. That would also be pretty cool, because same thing with Elite Four, obviously. Full strength Elite Four, Cynthia's going to be the strongest she'll ever be. Well, technically, I think that's not actually true, because technically you can fight Cynthia in Black and White's, little battle thing. I think it was Black and White 2 specifically. There's a little battle area in Black and White, and I know you can fight Cynthia in there, but I've never fought her in there. But obviously we're talking about championship fights, so obviously Cynthia would definitely be at the strongest championship level in a game, and obviously if we were to refight her, because she was already hard in the last one, we lost her once. We barely scraped by the skin of our teeth, because that was the second try, and I'm still surprised we beat her on the second try, to be completely honest. But yeah, we definitely still have a lot to go. Stark Mountain is a place I want to go to, so that's cool that we're already hearing about it right away, which is pretty interesting.
So what's the big deal? If I find the treasure first, that'll make me the greatest trainer ever, right? And that's what I'll do, Spooks. And you too, stranger. The treasure is all mine, of course. But before that, I'm going to the battle tower. See you later.
Okay, well, see you later, Barry. Really wanting to go to the battle tower, it seems like. Oh, okay, well, see you later, Barry.
That guy just can't stay put, Candy. Anyways.
Hi. So your name is Buck. Okay, nice to meet you, Buck.
Howdy, I'm Buck. And that punk, thinks he can beat me. He's got another thing coming. So, do you know that zippity-dippity trainer?
Of course, he's technically our rival, even though he's more of a friend, compared to a rival of old. Because honestly, what was it? Well, May wasn't a rival, she was a rival of the third game for Hoenn. So, they stopped doing it in Johto. Because Johto was the last one that they did that, obviously, for the red-haired trainer, and I'm not going to say whose origins are or anything like that. But I don't remember his actual name. But, yeah, for sure, with the red-haired trainer, just in general, obviously, he's more of a character. Technically, if you watch Xenoverse, you know who he is, because, well, that's technically a major storyline in Xenoverse that we did for the fan game, obviously. Obviously, it's not the true story of the red-haired kid, but he definitely is a big reference. But, yeah, that was the last game that actually had a true rival other than, well, Bebe, technically in Sword and Shield, because he felt like a rival, but there was multiple rivals in that one, to be honest. So, definitely, it was pretty cool with Bebe. I actually really liked him, because it felt like a Gary, and it felt like the red-haired kid from Johto. So there's quite a lot that I liked about that. But, honestly, let's see how our good old red-haired kid named Buck is doing, and see if we can, well, find out what he wants to do.
Oh, you should chase after that guy and tell him not to underestimate the volcano. Oh, but you know what? You'd better shape up at the battle tower first. I don't like your chances of getting to the volcano otherwise. By, BC, of course.
Well, see you later, Buck. That doesn't mean that we won't beat you there, I guess, but what's going on here? Route 225. Ahead, a road of challenges. Okay, that's odd. Howdy, trainer. You have a Pokédex, do you? Here's my advice. Go out and challenge other trainers. They'll often have different Pokémon, so your Pokédex should fill up in no time flat. Why are you blocking off this way? Howdy, trainer. You have a Pokédex, do you? I bet that person who gave you that Pokédex is waiting for you to fill it completely. Wait, is this something to do with Pokédex entries? That's interesting. I don't remember anything like that. Fight area, battles galore. Weird. Wonder why I can't go that way. Also, that's an interesting looking berry. Is that... No, that's Hondu. Huh. Interesting. As well as this one as well, Pomnic. Huh. Interesting little berries. I haven't seen those ever in any place that we've been to so far. So that's pretty interesting looking. But yeah, definitely an interesting place. This is probably the resort area, am I right? Because I made a guess on that. No, it isn't. We started in the fight area. Oh, that's interesting. So I thought we were going to start down here by my deductions in the last one, but I was completely wrong. Interesting. I'm quite surprised about that one, actually. As well as all Pokemon, obviously. And then we have either we can go right here to Route 230, or we can make our way towards Battle Park ahead, where trainers train. Okay, so the thing is do we want to go to the Battle Park first? Well, it seems like Stark Mountain's actually quite far away from here. So, we'll do my second option here. Because we are in the fight area, I did say that there was a place I wanted to do, and that was do the Battle Tower of this game, and at least get to the boss fights of the Battle Tower, because the thing is there is special trainers in Battle Towers, obviously, and honestly, there's still story attached to the Battle Towers as well. Obviously, it's a big fight to the finish, obviously, you have to survive to get to the boss fights, but honestly, I think we'll definitely be able to do it. because everything should be level 50. So we'll be rounded down to level 50 for all of our Pokemon, so we should be perfectly safe to, see what we can do. But let's do this. Welcome to the Battle Park. It's your first time, isn't it? Please step this way. Okay, we'll definitely step on over. Since this is your first visit, you need to be given a point card. Point cards are used only in the Battle Park. Here you go. You obtained a point card. I'm quite curious what kinds of, battle facilities are in this game, because it's been a long time since they had a real battle facility in these games. And my favorite one is obviously the Emerald one, but I remember Platinum's one being really, really cool. But the thing is I have a feeling with the fact that the Battle Tower has returned, it might actually have a lot of the stuff that I kind of missed from the old games. So, honestly, I guess we'll find out very soon. If you need information on the point card, please ask the receptionist next to me. I'm the one to ask if you need any information on the facilities here in the Battle Park. For information on battle rules used at Battle Park, please ask the receptionist across. For me, good luck. Okay? Good luck indeed. So let's definitely go check it out, since it seems like we're going to be starting here. I thought we were going to do Stark Mountain first, honestly, because I thought we were going to start in the resort area. But I was clearly wrong, it seems. But here we are at the good old Battle Tower. Exchange Service Corner, a cornucopia of fabulous prizes. I'm kind of curious what kind of prizes are in this game, because obviously this is my first time seeing the Battle Tower, because, like I said, I never actually beat the remake of Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl. Obviously, I only have Brilliant Diamond. I'm actually surprised. I usually buy both games. So, I don't even have Shining Pearl, which is kind of weird. But this is my first time actually beating the remakes, which is interesting too. So this is my first, time seeing it, or just seeing any of this stuff. So I'm quite interested just to see what's here. It looks like, okay, so it's a double room. Okay. So let's see what kind of services you can buy. Obviously BP, you would get that, but okay, cool. Okay, so you can get, is that for the hidden ability? Oh, I think it is. Interesting. So you can get hidden ability patches. That's pretty cool. Obviously ability capsules as well, and bottle caps as well. That's very interesting. Don't you have to be level 100 for battle caps though? So we can't really use the bottle caps, but we can buy rare candies and a bunch of other stuff. Ooh, Lucky Egg is here. I wish I had one of those. Obviously are the breeding items, or not breeding, but specifically if you want to build certain things, obviously you're going to need these inklets and stuff like that to, make sure you get certain things. Actually, no, I think they also do, egg stuff as well, if I remember correctly. I'm forgetting what items it was. It's been a while since I've bred Pokemon and made Pokemon, but definitely some pretty cool stuff in here, for sure. And it looks like you get a scope lens here, as well as a razor claw, which we already have those, but still pretty cool to see some of this stuff. Oh, and they even have the mints in here as well. That's quite interesting, so you can change your... Oh, that would actually be really nice. I could probably use this for some Pokemon. I would definitely like to get the ability patch for Marianne, I think, because the thing is our ability, we haven't used it in all, so having something we can actually use would be nice. And I think it's Cursed Body, if I remember, so we can actually completely, get rid of their attacks and stuff like that, which would be nice, which is better than a little bit of evasiveness inside battles when we don't use Hail at all. So it would be nice, but it looks like we can buy all the HMs here, X Scissor, a couple different things, which is pretty good. Some of these moves would have been really, really nice. There's my Earthquake. Of course, Earthquake's hiding here, which it would have been really nice on Snorlax, but the thing is Bulldoze came in clutch, honestly. So we had quite a lot we got out of that. Anyways, it looks like, okay, I thought we could read those plaques for a second, but oh, hello there, you look very specific, but you're not Volkner, so interesting here.
What the? Oh, sorry about that, I was in a rush.
Wait a minute, you look familiar.
Oh, wait a second, are you You're Spooks from the Twin Lake Farm. Well, that brings back memories. So if you're here, you can't be far behind. This should be fun. I'll see you later.
Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, he's actually very specific. Okay, I remember him from the anime, but I actually do think he has a very big connection, obviously, because he knows us. We don't know him, apparently, because we don't probably remember him, because it's probably been a long time since we've seen him for our character, but I think I know who that is. I'm not going to bring it up yet. Obviously, we'll get to that one eventually, but I'm pretty sure I know who that is. But hey, Barry, looks like you went here too as well. You did say you were running here.
What the? Oh wait, Spooks. You came to the Battle Tower too, huh? I decided to see how I measure up before going to Stark Mountain, of course. That guy you were just talking to. That's alright. Got him here on my own power. Won't take long before I see him.
Before you see him? Okay. You really want to see him, it seems.
See you, Spooks. I'm going to toughen up here.
Okay. Well, technically you don't level from here, so probably not your best bet. Also, I was expecting to go instantly inside a building, to be honest, when I went there. Actually, we probably should have read the front, because we do that on all the buildings for anything like gym leaders or stuff like that, and this is technically a gym, I guess you could say in its own right. Obviously not a normal gym, let's be honest here. Also, that's a tall tower. Last time we seen something like that was Sword and Shield. Battle Tower, gather all ye greatest. All ye greatest, you say? That's interesting. But here we go, on inside the Battle Tower for the first time of our adventure, honestly. But let's see here. Looks like there's 3 different ones we can do, which is interesting. Let's see what our options are before we just jump right in, right? Welcome to the Battle Tower. I'm here to guide you to the Master Class Battle Room for either single or double battles. Okay, so it seems like single and double battles are our options. In order to enter the Master Class, obviously you have to win 50 times in a row, or 49 times, but obviously 50 would be the final one. Let's see here. I'm gonna make sure. So we got single and double battles here. I just want to make sure all of our choices. And then the Battle Tower is exactly what it sounds like. It's a place where you can have your Pokemon battles. You can try single battles and double battles, and then their master classes. If you win, you can earn rare candies and BP. Feel free to battle to hone your skills as a trainer. Wait, you get rare candies and BP? That's interesting. Okay. Well, it seems like there's no rental. Or at least maybe we didn't see it right away. But let's see here. I'm your guide to the single and double battle rooms. Would you like to take the battle room challenge? Okay, tell me more about it. The Battle Tower single battle rooms are facilities for conducting single battles with 3 Pokemon. Similarly, with the double battle rooms are facilities for conducting double battles with 4 Pokemon. There are many battle rooms in the Battle Tower for team battles. In each of the battle rooms, 7 trainers await your challenge. If you manage to defeat all 7, you will earn battle points, or BP for short. Until you challenge the 5th trainer, you can take a break during the challenge to step out of the battle room and reselect your Pokemon. If you stop your challenge after defeating 5 trainers, you'll have to start your challenge from the very beginning. Either way, please note that if you don't save, you will be disqualified from your challenge. Would you like to take the battle room challenge? Okay, well, let's do it. Would you like to enter the single battle room or the double battle room? I'm curious. I'm not sure if this is going to be the case, but let's do the double battle. I have a very good reason for it. Please select the Pokemon you wish to enter. Okay, so if it lets me pick 3 Pokemon, or 4, if it makes me choose 4, then obviously it's not going to be the case. I'm just curious just to see. But it looks like I can obviously choose a team. I only have my party Pokemon, so register team, obviously. Oh, never mind. Just select that one. Yes, this team is okay. Okay, so we select which Pokemon we want to bring. Okay, for double battles specifically, we know Morgan is good. So Morgan's definitely going. That's definitely a question. Who do you want to bring after that, though? Weston is pretty good, but Surf would definitely not help us very much. But the thing is he's definitely good. The only thing is I'm kind of scared what will end up happening. I'm going to say Carmen because Carmen's pretty solid, and it does look like, okay, if we get 4 Pokemon, so it looks like my guess is wrong. I was kind of hoping we could maybe join Barry on like a double battle, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. So, do we want to go straight in with these Pokemon then? Because the thing is if that's the case, there's no point in doing the double battle, so let's go with the safer option then. Because I feel safer in a single battle territory with my current team, to be completely honest, because that's what we're more used to. So let's go with single battle instead, because I feel like I can definitely prepare better. Because then we can go Morgan, we can go Carmen. Let's see here actually. Let's go Clayton. And then, who do I want for last? Because Morgan's definitely going to be good. We can one-shot a couple of them on our own with just Morgan alone. We got physical, then special attack should be pretty good for a final. So, those 3. So we'll go Morgan, Clayton, and Carmen, and then the rest can be stay back, and hopefully we'll be fine, I guess. I guess we'll find out. I wish we had Black Sludge, by the way, because that would be good for Carmen, being able to heal for poison type damage, and plus you can't use the same items, I'm pretty sure, for Battle Tower, so the thing is we can't use 2 leftovers, obviously, because it's going to be based on the online rules as well, in the normal, like, actual online battle stuff with other players. But, yeah, if we had Black Sludge, that would be pretty good, but I don't know if that's in this game. I didn't see it anywhere, so, little unfortunate. But I will now show you to the battle room. Okay, here we go. Finally doing some Battle Tower. Something I've never really done in any of these games, so honestly, it's quite interesting to do one of these. Usually this is something I don't normally do, but the thing is, because there's obvious story here, there's no reason to not do it, right? And honestly, I think it's kind of fun to do some of this sometimes, when you've never done it in like an actual story, because obviously we've done fan games, and then, let's see here, Sword and Shield, but we haven't done much in other, like, actual mainline story games for Pokemon where the Battle Tower / other stuff is actually important, where your progress is definitely going to matter a little bit more because you can transfer these Pokemon to the next game. So, unlike fan game, this stuff definitely will matter in the end. For any other game, I want to transfer my Pokemon or keep any of my Pokemon, obviously. So, pretty cool. But here we go. So, let's stop talking about that and actually do our battle challenge here. I like rivers more than the sea. Which do you prefer? Okay, you have water-type Pokemon then. Unless you have a whole team. Obviously, I'm pretty sure he will, because it's Battle Tower. But, you're starting with Numel. Okay, so opposite of water. But you're using Numel, which is pretty cool. I like it. Thing is Numel is not a Final Evolution Pokemon, so this is perfectly easy. Okay, Night Slash for you. Get rid of you pretty easily. Thankfully, we'll get free heals after every fight. So, no matter what, nothing matters when it comes to fighting. So, all we need to do is obviously survive. That is all we need to do. So, survive till we can get to the, obviously, the boss, because that's our main goal, is obviously fighting off the boss. So that would be pretty cool if we can get there. Poison is definitely not going to help us anywhere, but, oh, you have leftovers, don't you? Nope, he has Black Sludge. Talking about Black Sludge, because he's a poison type, he heals off of that, and if he wasn't poison type, he actually, well, he would get poisoned by Black Sludge. So, definitely an interesting item. Wish we had it, but we don't have it. Which is a little unfortunate. Technically, there's an item to get poisoned that isn't Black Sludge. So, technically, there's 2 items that do that. Because you have the Toxic Orb, which we saw the Flame Orb in the last one. With, what Pokemon had guts? What was it? Her Heracross in Aaron's fight? That was actually terrifying. But honestly, we should be perfectly fine for our first challenge here. No cheese of any kind. which is good, because battle towers in any Pokemon game can definitely be cheesy. I don't like the sea because the salt water burns my eyes. I thought you said you liked the sea, but okay. Well, see you later, buddy. You had no water. Oh, actually, you had Mantike, so technically you did. But you had very little water-type Pokemon. I was actually expecting a little bit more. But obviously get a heal and prepare for our next challenge. I think we need to get to 20. So let's keep going. Or it could be 10. I'm not sure. But we'll definitely see that guy again. When the subject is Pokemon, I simply don't lose. Well, I'm sorry, but you're definitely gonna lose if you fight me. Unless you get lucky. There's definitely a possibility. Ooh, Squirtle. That's interesting. Talking about Squirtle, we never got the National Dex. That's weird. Maybe we should go see Rowan after we're done here. Because I'm pretty sure Rowan would give that. Unless maybe we would get it later. But I don't think that makes any sense, because why would we get it in Stark Mountain territory? As well as the resort area, we still need to go over there. So there's still quite a lot of areas that might have some kind of semblance. And also there's something called a Romanus Park. I saw it in a trailer back when the game first dropped. I think. I'm trying to remember if it was before the game was released or not. But it's something called Romanus Park, and I believe it is underneath our hometown in Twin Lake, because there's a little surf area that leads to a route. And we haven't been over there, and it's not in the top right area, because it would have marked it. So I'm guessing that area down there might lead to that as well. So there's definitely that place as well. I don't know how much story is contained in Romanos, because that's 100% new. Because I don't think that was even in the first game for Platinum, or not Platinum, I keep saying Platinum, because that's the one I remember more, is Platinum. But Diamond and Pearl, yeah, that was definitely not in it. I'm going to review the subject, and I'll subject you to my revenge. Okay. No 7-day tapes, please. I don't need you showing up to like the ring. But okay, that was pretty scary for her to say. But down goes number 2. Keep battling, of course, because like I said, we're gonna get to this boss that's obviously here, and honestly, there's a storyline attached to it. Oh yes, I shall attack now. Okay, well, let's see what you got. Obviously, any battle is not going to be too important, obviously, until once we get to 5, I think. That's when things are definitely going to start ramping up. The further and further you get, obviously the Master Class is where things are definitely going to be the most completely and utterly terrifying when it comes to Pokemon fights. Because obviously Master Class is called Master Class for a reason. So we're fighting unevolved Pokemon at the current moment, because we're not at level 5 yet. So definitely need to be careful. Prepare for any fights we fight. Because the thing is, although we are one-shotting a lot of these Pokemon, eventually it's going to be actual fights that we need to be careful about. So we need to keep on our toes, because like the Elite Four, you can't play around with what you're fighting. You need to be careful. Because the thing is these battle towers, the last one I've done personally, based on what I remember, is the Alola region. So Sun and Moon. The battle tower in Sun and Moon was very, very cheesy. I ended up using a Pyukumuku to win most of my battles in the battle tower for a lot of BP. It's in Mimikyu. But yeah, the battle tower in Alola is definitely pretty interesting. I'm not talking about Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon. I've never beat those games. I wish I did. I don't know why I never did. But yeah, for Sun and Moon, just the normal battle tower, the battle tree, or whatever it was. I remember it being some kind of tree. But yeah, that was definitely interesting. Oh, how disappointing. But yeah, what was it? Red and Blue, or Gary and Ash, technically. But technically Ash is a different person than Red. But I still like to call them Gary and Ash, because obviously they're heavily what Ash and Gary are based off of. But obviously, In Pokemon Yellow version, you play as Ash, and Gary is obviously your rival in that one. So it's kind of interesting with all that. But yeah, Red and Blue and then Ash and Gary are different entities, which is weird. But yeah, Red and Blue are in Sun and Moon's little battle tree, which is pretty cool. It's fine. No need to say a word. Okay. It's fine, I guess. But, yeah, it was one of these kids that I was, farming for money, with the Versus recorder I was talking about in the last one. And it was one of these kids. I got, like, 14,000 per fight with him, which was pretty nice. And all he had was Alexio, on the route right next to Sunny Shore, which was pretty funny. But yeah, I was using that to my advantage, because we never really farmed money at all throughout any of our adventures, so it was kind of low on funds, so being able to buy full restores and revives for the first time in our adventure was definitely nice, because, well, we were running completely on whatever kind of levels we had and whatever money we got, because all my money went to either max repels, just in case we ran into caves, or small healing items that would maybe keep us alive if we needed to heal just in case. But so far, our Night Slash with Super Luck and the Razor Claw is definitely coming to our advantage here so far. It's fine. No need to say a word. Didn't you say that when we first talked to you? Okay. Well, see you later then. Down goes our next trainer. But here comes number 5. So this is where they said we could take a break. Or something like that. Looks like we got another tubist guy. Okay, well, hey buddy. Go my Pokemon. Okay, go your Pokemon indeed. What do you got, buddy? So, Rick. Okay, Rick, what do you got? You got a Piplup. Ooh, that's kind of interesting. I like seeing starters. I like seeing the Squirtle, by the way, because that reminded me of that national dex that we still get to get. Because the thing is we have Altaria, which isn't on the normal Pokedex for Sinnoh. So I had to read out the Pokedex entries early, and as well as Snorunt and Frostlass. So yeah, because I felt bad that you guys didn't get to hear the Pokedex entries for when we got them, because they weren't available for me because I didn't have the Pokedex for them. So being able to actually have the National Dex would be pretty nice for, you know, if we do run into any Pokemon that are in the National Dex, if we ever, you know, get a Pokedex entry for them, would definitely be nice. And we got a Pidgeotto here, which is the first time we've seen any Pokemon from the Pidgey line in this game. So that's pretty interesting to see. Technically not a Pidgeot, which is a little unfortunate for you, because I think you would have survived if it was a Pidgeot, because Pidgeot's kind of tanky, in a way. But, yep, down you go. Good effort. Way to go, my Pokemon. Based on your reaction, it doesn't seem that way. But down goes number 5. So, we beat the halfway point, I think, based on what they were saying. Honestly, I'm not sure how many there are, since obviously we still have a lot of time, so obviously we can keep going. Also, you look like the lady that we met back in the contest area. Obviously, it's not the same person, but it's pretty interesting, because I actually thought that was a, you know, like a specific model for a character, but it seems like that's a no. Oh, hello. Well, aren't you chic? I guess so. But, what was she, one of the judges or something from the, obviously the, trying to remember the contest, in Hearthhome, because we did one contest, and we met somebody that was one of the judges, and obviously our mom as well was there, Jolene. So it was honestly pretty cool to kind of do that. We lost somehow, I don't know why. I felt like, because we were doing a beginner one, we would still win. But we didn't win, which I'm kind of confused on how we lost that, because I feel like we did it right. And also, you're using Night Slash. Not really gonna work on you, but you did get a crit. Good luck. Good job. I'll give you a thumbs up for that. Here you go. Thumbs up for you. You're still going down, but I'll give you credit. I was not expecting you to actually get a crit without any crit items or crit abilities. So, that was pretty good, because technically it's regular Slash, but dark version, so that's pretty cool. And you have Brick Break. That is something we don't need to be dealing with, but you got a second crit in a row. That is not normal. Unless you have an item, since a lot of trainers seem to have items in our games. from every fight we've done with Elite Four, to gym leaders, to obviously the champion herself, every single person we fought had, and you have a quick claw, thought so. As soon as I saw that little thing where the little bubbles come off the Pokemon, you know it's something that gives priority. Not 100% all the time that's gonna work, but it's still interesting to see it, because I use that item a lot. If I had that on Snorlax, I might actually use it, because Quick Claw can be pretty interesting sometimes. Oh, you're not just fashionable, you're good with Pokemon too. How unfair. Well, it is the Battle Tower, you're supposed to have strong Pokemon. What do you expect me to use? Unless you brought Pokemon that got rounded up to 50, which weren't even 50 to begin with. Like, level 10 or something, but... yeah, you gotta try harder than that. Number 7. Okay, so far so good, we're doing pretty good here. The beach sand is so hot, it makes me go ouch ouch ouch. You're not really in the beach, but sure. Okay. So what do you got? Ooh, Cyndaquil. That's another Pokemon I was not expecting. So Squirtle and Cyndaquil. That's very interesting. So that means they're both in this game. Like, that can be transferred into this game. I don't know if you can catch them, or... well, you never really have been able to catch starters. But that's still very interesting, nonetheless. You have Focus Sash, yeah, I thought so as soon as I saw the little bubbles. Technically not really gonna help you, but your Flame Wheel is still pretty cool, I will say that. We're gonna go Foul Play here, though. I don't want to waste, Night Slashes if I don't need to, because Night Slash is gonna be, like, our bread and butter. That and Air Cutter. Air Cutters are special attack variants, and Night Slash is our physical variant. Oh, you have Charmander as well. That's interesting. Are these added to my Pokedex? Because if they are, that's pretty cool. I doubt it, but that's still cool to see, because now we're seeing, pre-evolutions of starters for other regions. Another Pidgeotto. We've already seen one of those, but your 2 other Pokemon are very interesting. And Feather Dance. I don't think that's really going to help you with the fact that I crit, but it's very worth trying to do that, though. I will say that. Because I got strength stabbed by the Drifblim that I was talking about in the last one, where I said that the refight with Flint, in order to get back to Cynthia, because obviously we had to cut to get back to Cynthia, he was doing some minimize shenanigans, and he kept using strength stab to the point where it was like at 0. So, honestly, I had 0 attack, so I had -6 attack from strength stab, as well as he had +6 evasiveness, and my crits were just hitting him like a truck still, no matter what he wanted to try and do. It was really unfortunate. That fight took me like 20 minutes just to get rid of the Drifblim, and he wasn't even winning. He was just, slowing down the inevitable, pretty much. So it was really unfortunate. But ouch, ouch, ouch. Ouch, 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 I guess. You and your Fire-type Pokemon shouldn't be saying ouch too bad, but... oh, it was only 7. Congratulations! You've beaten all 7 trainers. For your 7-win streak, we present you with these battle points. Obtained only 3. That's a little unfortunate. Okay. Well, we didn't get to a boss, but I think that's attached to this, I think. Welcome to the Battle Tower. I'm here to guide you to the Master Class Battle Room, either for single or double battles. In order to enter the Master Class, you'll have to win 49 times, either single... oh, it just threw us out. Is that what you're saying? Okay. So... obviously I want to continue, I didn't want to leave. So I'm guessing... so 7 is definitely, the max of that. So I'm guessing we need to get to 50, based on what they're saying. Okay. So if I need to get to 50, I might do a cut then, just to save you guys some time, because honestly I'm not going to do every single one. I just want to do one whole round, and then obviously the boss, because let's be honest here, we're going to be fighting the same Pokemon probably until we get to the boss. So I'll go with the same team, obviously. I'll just show you what team I'm going with so you guys know what we're doing. But, yeah, that's kind of interesting. So, I'm going to say we'll probably get to the boss by the time... or actually, I don't know if there's more than one boss, actually. I could be completely wrong. What I'll say is, when we get to a boss, when I'm obviously at a boss, I'll come back and obviously I'll recut in. It will be back to where we were. But until I see something that's new, I'll be right back with you guys. But I want to do a little bit, obviously, of Battle Tower normal with nothing, no strings attached, obviously. So with that being said, I'll be right back with you guys once something new happens. Because, let's be honest here, it definitely will happen eventually. Because that guy with the yellow hair is definitely important in some way, shape, or form. And we'll definitely see him the further and further we battle through here. So, that being said, here be boys and girls, and I'll see you guys in just a few seconds. So, here be. Okay, so it's probably best that I did a cut. So, we're finally here. So, it took 21 battles. Apparently, 49 is also a number, so 50 technically would be another area where you would fight a boss. But the thing is it took me about 40 minutes to get here, so thankfully we did a cut. Obviously, I wanted to show you what the first round's like for the Battle Tower, so thankfully we're now at the boss. Or, apparently there's bosses. So there's one for boss for, actually, apparently gym leaders are a thing, in the Battle Tower. You can fight them, but that's not important. We're talking about who we're here for, obviously. The blonde-haired character that has some kind of connection to Barry, obviously, as well as, obviously, a connection to us as well. So, with that being said, I think we're finally here. And what I'm also going to do is we're going to do the double battle one as well, because apparently the double battle one is also important. So, we're going to do this one first, and then obviously I'm going to do a cut, and we're going to do the next one after that, but it's probably going to take me an hour to get there as well. But I'm letting you guys know is that obviously I'm going to cut to when we get to the double battle one. But here we go. Let's see what we got. The Tower Tycoon has sent word that he is impressed with you. He recognizes your skill, and he'd like to challenge you to a battle. Are you ready to battle the Tower Tycoon? Yep, we are. Okay, here we go. Tower Tycoon, also known as the guy we first met when we first got here. Also known as Palmer. But here we go.
Hi, my name's Palmer. I remember you from when you were in Twin Lake Spooks. You were always playing with the son, Barry, right?
Yep, and that's why I didn't say it right away, because I remembered something about Palmer. The reason why I remember him is not actually from the Diamond and Pearl games. It's actually because he's actually in the show. I forgot when. I think it's a movie, if I'm remembering correctly, because I've watched a lot of Pokemon movies. I remember him from a Pokemon movie, and I remember, if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure Barry was in it as well. So, obviously I'm gonna remember Palmer, and, well, Palmer is Barry's father, which is pretty interesting. And although it doesn't look like we're going to see Barry now, I think we'll see him later when we do the double battle thing. Because the thing is Barry's here as well, and we would obviously run into him, unless he's a random competitor that you randomly run into. But he said he would find this person, which is his father, and, well, eventually maybe we'll actually see them together. That would be pretty cool. If that is the double boss, because there is a boss for double battles as well, which is apparently different, that would be pretty cool. The only thing is I'm pretty sure Palmer has some scary Pokemon, so we're definitely ready for fights. But here we go.
Oh, you've grown up since then. I was impressed with you.
Thanks, Palmer.
So I'd love you to show me the bond you built with your Pokemon. Show me the skill you've acquired as a trainer.
Okay, here we go. Good old Battle Tower Tycoon of Sinnoh region. Palmer, also known as Barry's father. And he's starting with a Dragonite. That is terrifying. Okay, well, we have Morgan. But I did swap it up. We're not using Clayton as my third Pokemon now. We're still using Carmen, but I'm using Marianne now. So, definitely ready. But the thing is Dragonite is special attack, right? So Feather Dance wouldn't do anything. I wanted to make sure you have Stone Edge. Okay. Well, that's not good. That's very not good. Well, Morgan's down. We didn't even get a chance with Morgan. Okay. I'm gonna say let's just go straight into Marion. 4 times weakness to Dragonite is probably the smartest thing here. So, let's go for that. Be safe. We should be faster, thankfully. So, we can maybe get through the Dragonite for free. If we freeze them, it's for sure. No. Okay. That's unfortunate. Please don't one-shot me. Okay. Now the worst case scenario. I'm already 3-1, which is bad. This is the first time this has happened in the battle tower so far. I've had no losses. And I've never gotten to 1 Pokemon yet. So this is terrifying. And he has Dragon Rush. Okay. We should survive 1. Please survive. Really? Really? We didn't even survive 1 move? That's terrible. Okay. Does anything happen for us losing?
Magnificent bout that was. Do visit us again.
Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Did not expect to go down, I'll be completely honest. Wow. Palmer's a tank. Okay then. Well, I can easily pull him up for you guys. I'll talk about him real quick. So, pulled up his data for you guys in case we did lose, because I wasn't sure. I didn't look at it. So, apparently, he can have 2 different teams, or actually, no, he can have 3. Okay, we got unlucky, so he started with a Dragonite, so it has to be this team. So, he was going to start with Dragonite, go into Melodic, and then he was going to go into a Rhyperior, which is terrifying. And apparently he has effort values as well, which is very bad because, well, let's be honest here, our Pokemon don't have any effort values. So, wow, he dumpster fired us. And the thing is that's the normal version of his fight, because there's a master fight too, right? So, okay then, yeah, I was not expecting that. I don't know if he had any dialogue for you beating him, though. Maybe I should look up that for you guys, because the thing is there's no way I'm gonna get back to where we were, because let's be honest here, we lost. It's probably gonna make me go all the way back through him. So I'll pull up anything I can find, and I'll read out his dialogue for when we beat him for you guys. Because let's be honest here, we're gonna go to the Barry one as well, if Barry is in the double battle. But I want you guys to at least know what the final dialogue is. Obviously, I'm going to have to watch somebody's video. I'm not going to show it on my screen. I'm just going to read the dialogue for if you do beat him. I'm guessing this is probably the master version, because I'm seeing some very scary Pokemon. He has apparently a Regigigas. Actually, you know what? I'll look through his team here, just to tell you guys. So he's got a Rhyperior. Oh wait, no. No, that's different. Okay. Let me look again. I see a Cresselia, apparently. That's terrifying. Huh. Okay, then. So Regigigas, Heatran, and Cresselia. Those are some beefy Pokemon. Wow, that is terrifying. Let's hear.
Huh, losing to an standard trainer like you, I can live with that.
Okay. And is that the only dialogue he has when you beat him? Let's see, I'm just double checking for you guys, because I want you guys to know what happens.
Bravo, I'm feeling inspired in my heart. It brings me back a memory of that day long ago. I went to the lake with your father that day.
Oh, father?
We were attacked by wild Pokemon.
Oh, just like Barry and me.
We fended it off, but I don't recall it was that desperate.
Interesting.
That was my first step as a trainer. One of the professors doing well. Then that's enough reminiscing. My young friend, the world and your future hold infinite promise. Go on, you will be Go on, you can be all that you desire. There's no limit to where you can go.
Okay then. Interesting. Very interesting. And actually, you know what? We can actually save some time here. Instead of going through, and obviously going through the double battle, let me find the double battle. Okay, I think I found it. Okay, here we go. So apparently Barry is a part of the double battle. That's interesting, because we're not going to beat Palmer. There's no way. If he has effort values, I don't think it would be losing effort even if we got there, which is very unfortunate. But, let's read out this dialogue real quick so you guys can see it. And obviously I'll say who it is, and we'll go from there. Okay, so Barry and apparently Palmer, which is very interesting. And I'm gonna guess Palmer is starting.
You made it, Cannon.
Oh wait, we have voices, obviously. You know who it is.
I managed to meet...
Oh wait, no. I managed to meet my dad here and achieve one of the biggest goals of my life.
Interesting.
My other goals,
Okay, well, I didn't expect that to happen. Apparently, it was skipped through there. Okay, I'm gonna have to pause this video then to make sure I get the dialogue for you guys.
My other goal is to become the greatest Pokemon trainer in the world.
True.
And I'm about to achieve it by beating you right here, right now.
Cannon, well done getting this far. My son grew up so much since meeting you that I couldn't hardly recognize him. So please accept my most sincere thanks. Now it's time with Tycoon. I'll face you in battle with all my might and my son by my side.
It's a pretty cool dialogue. But yeah, with the effort value thing, now knowing that, there's actually no way we're going to win anytime soon, which is really unfortunate. I wish that isn't the case, but with the fact that we don't have that luxury of having effort values, that's really unfortunate. If I did, I would easily be able to do this, because then it would be a fair fight. But here we go for the winning of the fights.
What? This is a joke, right? This can't be happening again.
Oh, spectacular. Spectacular. Really spectacular.
Darn it. Seriously, still can't win. I always seem to lose right when it counts.
Poor Barry.
It's bad enough letting down my dad, let alone the Tower Tycoon. Darn it.
Sorry, bud. But obviously it's not us beating them, but it's still unfortunate.
Oh, bravo, Spooks. See, you've nurtured your relationship with your Pokemon into an unbreakable bond. So, and son,
Oh no, it's and son, okay.
Son, hold your head up high. You've got absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. You've had a great adventure with a worthy rival, made it all the way here. As a father, nothing could have made me this proud. Spooks, let me thank you once more. And if it isn't too much trouble, please keep looking after Barry here, of course. Now go on, your adventure's just begun. Reach out into the vast world before you. That endless time and heartless space. And grasp it for yourself. Walk on.
It's pretty cool dialogue. Then he gives you a sticker, apparently called the Burning Sticker. I'm guessing it's specifically the ones he uses? That's interesting. Okay then, apparently you get 50 BP for winning the Master ones, unless that's just beating the boss. I only got 3 for normal battles, which is unfortunate. But that's apparently the dialogue for the Battle Tower. Obviously, if I'm not able to win, that's really unfortunate. But at least I got to read the dialogue for you guys. And obviously, you guys know the voices by now, so Barry obviously would be,
let's do this, guys.
And Barry, obviously, Palmer would just fawn him, so you know his voice. So obviously, you guys can figure it out from there, because there's no, like, special, animations or anything. It's just Palmer and Barry walk out, fight you. And apparently, Palmer uses his Heatran and his Cresselia in a double battle. That's terrifying. With, it would be, obviously, Barry's Torterra for us. And I'm not sure if it's going to be the same Pokemon, but I'm going to guess it's probably his Rapidash or something similar for a second Pokemon, because obviously it's going to be different for whatever your starter is. He's going to have different Pokemon. But that's interesting, though. But I think we're going to end off our Battle Tower adventure there, because obviously there's no way I'm going to win, and there's no way I'm going to be able to train up a Pokemon by the end of this adventure to be able to do a Palmer fight, if that's going to be how these fights are going to go, because I got one-shotted. There's no shot for me if I couldn't even survive the first hit, which is bad. That is very bad, because he has more speed than me because of ZVs. He has more attack than me because of ZVs, because my I'm pretty sure we could see that stats. So I'll show you guys exactly what I mean here, because some people might not know exactly. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so as you can see, our stats are kind of even. What you want is to have the, well, for her, I'm pretty sure you want, for Marianne, you want full special attack, full speed, and 1 point HP. So, obviously, for 4, you would get 1. So, 252 times 4, you would get how much extra special attack you would get. And then 242 times 4, or, wait, no, divided by 4, I mean. And then you would get your speed and your special attack extra stats to, well, what we're currently at, but we would be at level 50. So, definitely unfortunate that we didn't get to, do the fights. But that's still some pretty decent stats for just in general. Obviously, we have an attack version of Frostlass, so it's different than what you normally run, but it's still pretty decent. But with that being said, thank you all for watching today's episode. Have a wonderful rest of your day. In the next episode, we will be continuing our journey in the new area that we have now unlocked for ourselves, because we still have a bunch of areas we have still yet to go to. We still have this survival area, we still have the resort area here, we also have Stark Mountain, which we were told to go to as well as I'm pretty sure this is where Ramanas Park is, which is a brand new thing for, I'm pretty sure it wasn't even in the original, but the Ramanas Park is very, very specific, because apparently there's very cool things attached to Ramanas Park. So definitely, with that being said, thank you all for watching, have a wonderful rest of your day. In the next episode, apparently, we're actually going to go to the Pokédex here. Apparently, we got to turn in our report. So apparently, we got to go see Rowan anyways. So we got a lot of things to still do. So with that being said, thank you all for watching, have a wonderful rest of your day, keep being spooky, and I'll see you all in the next one. And in the next one, we'll be continuing our post-game. So, peace out.
Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.